Good morning, fellow garden adventurers. I'm Kelly, aka K2, and this is K2 Garden Adventure, my channel dedicated to me building my dream farm and gardens here on the beautiful central coast of California, Zone 9B. All right, well, today I need to finish working on these raised beds, so let me flip this around and show you what I need to get done, or at least want to get done today. So this project has turned out to be a lot more difficult than I thought. A lot of that had to do with having to rebuild all these. But if you saw the last video, I managed to get all the peppers transplanted. I need to rebuild this box over here today, and then get it and all these other 4 smaller ones all planted. But okay, I know, look how beautiful this petunia tower is, and these strawberries are growing crazy. I'm getting strawberries every day, but I also need to fix this tower, or finish the tower project. So the plan was to plant 1 tower, and then once the strawberries started sending out runners, split all those up into a second tower, which is going to go there, and then plant those runners in empty levels down below. So gonna get that for sure done, and then get as many of these remaining 5 boxes done and planted up. I already have all the plants, so that is the goal for today. Ooh, these look so good. I think I'm gonna have a strawberry for breakfast. Oh yeah, that was a seascape. Those are very good. All right, so yep, it looks like the watering is working, although it does look like I probably, oh my. So I need to fix that for sure. It looks like I've got one of the tapes popped off. Trying these drip tapes versus the other tubing, but you know, everything's a learning experience, I guess. Anyways, but these are the cherry tomatoes. They look really good. Oh, look, I've already got little baby cherry tomatoes here. So anyways, these are the cherry tomatoes, and then these are the full-size tomatoes over here. So anyways, I'm gonna get going, and I will see you in a little bit with how much I can get done today. Okay, so doing a progress report here. We've got all of the beds lined. The 3 on the end, rebuilding this 8x2, that took hours. It goes so slow because of the stripped screws, and so many of them I had to run to the store to get even more. So anyways, but this one is all ready to go for the watermelons, and then these 2 are about ready to go for the cantaloupe. I just need to hook up the drip lines, and then down here just got the liners stapled in. That is a slow job to try to get it, you know, all lined up and everything. You just gotta go slow and be very, very careful and precise, if you, well, at least if you want it to look even around. So anyways, I'm gonna get some dirt in these here, and then get the drip hooked up in the 4 small beds, and then I'm gonna see what all I can get planted. See you in a little bit. So for the short beds, I'm just going to run this 1/4 inch drip line with these valve shutoffs at the end, and we'll just do 2 that go out and back. So I think that will give really good coverage, and it's sure a heck of a lot easier than that drip tape. So anyways, need to finish up while I still got a little light. Well, all of the beds are hooked up to drip, and the drip is working. So the next thing is to go get the camp lights and get these things planted. All right. Oh, gotta check these guys. Oh, that's leaking. All right, so that one is leaking a little bit, but otherwise everything looks good. All right, so I thought I was done with vegetables, but I was just at the store and they got in some corn, and this is supposed to be sugar pearl corn, and it's only supposed to get 4 to 5 feet tall. So I thought that's perfect for being in a raised bed. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the soil, and then we'll be finished. Okay, so now we are done with the raised bed vegetable garden. Thought I was done last night at 1 in the morning, but this morning I found some corn at the store, so I had to get that in as well. But let's recap. So what we've got our melon patch up here in the front, and the idea is watermelons and cantaloupes and pumpkins, I know, grow long in vines, and so the idea is they'll come over the side and then they can set their fruit on the gravel and be protected from critters and stuff. At least that's the plan. Big experiment, we'll find out. But what we do want to do is we got 4 different kinds. So we've got sugar baby watermelon, we've got this heirloom Charleston gray, we've got this Jubilee watermelon, and we've got a crimson sweet watermelon. No idea what the difference between these are, so that's going to be a very tasty experiment to see how that goes. And again, here, all my cucumbers I'm going to try growing on the trellises. I've heard that you can do that. So the first cucumber we've got is right here. Actually, it's an Armenian cucumber, which was one of my dad's favorite, who was he's a full Armenian. And of course, he called them gutas, which I think is the name in Armenian. But the idea is they will grow up along this trellis. On the other side of the melon patch section, we have these cucumbers here, these straight 8 cucumbers. Those look like sort of classic ones you would buy at the store. Again, those will climb the trellis. And then we have a pumpkin. So I couldn't find a pumpkin, but this guy, last night I found hidden amongst like zucchini or something, and I'm like, wait, that doesn't look like a zucchini. And so I've got one pumpkin plant, and it's actually a heirloom jack-o'-lantern variety. So who knows, maybe I'll be able to, you know, make my own jack-o'-lanterns this year. And then I've got 3 of these cantaloupes. They're Hale's Best Jumbo, and although they're from 2 different companies, one's Bonnie and one's whoever that is, they're supposedly all the same, but hopefully this Bonnie one can catch up. And again, looking forward to some tasty cantaloupe if my whole plan works. All right, then we get into the peppers, which I planted a couple of weeks ago and then had to transplant last week, or I don't even know. Had to transplant because I needed to rebuild that last bed. But just to recap, we've got, starting off with our spiciest, we've got Serrano, and then some Mammoth jalapenos. Here, I guess I can show you the tag. Mammoth jalapeno, a Serrano. Here we have some poblano, or I guess they're called ancho if you dry them out. Anyways, I love a roasted poblano pepper. That is so good. Then I have these cool little lunchbox orange bell peppers, and then we've got some orange bell peppers. And then this morning, I was actually able, when I was at the store, I finally found some yellow bell peppers. So I dropped those two in and gave the 2 red bell peppers that were here to some neighbors. And finally, we have 4 red bell peppers, which are my favorite bell. So that is the pepper box. And then we come over here to the onion field. But first up, we do have a couple of more of these cucumbers. Now these are a Japanese cucumber, suyo. So those will climb up and hopefully that will give us some good fruit. And so this was a lot of work last night, separating out all these little onions. But from this section here all the way to the end, we have some sweet jumbo onions that are white. And then we have some sweet red onions all the way down here in this section. So looking forward to that. Over here is our herb garden. So we've got 4 sweet basil, and we've got a couple of Thai basil. And then we have 4 cilantro plants, which you need for salsas and guacamole. And finally, we have these cucumbers, which are Diva cucumbers, and those look like they're really long, but those look really healthy, and hopefully they will enjoy climbing the trellis. And then over here, we've got this cucumber here. These ones are called Martini. They look like they're a little bit pale, but that'll be interesting to try those out. Again, they'll climb the trellis. And then this was the crazy idea I had this morning. I planted some corn here. Now this sugar pearl corn, it's like a white corn, and it says it only grows 4 to 5 feet. So that should be pretty good. And it's perfect. I got 12 of the starter plants. There's multiple plants in there. So hopefully I will have some corn this summer as well. Then we get into the tomato beds. This is the full-size tomato bed, and we've got 6 of the beefsteak tomatoes here. And then we've got 4 of the early girl tomatoes. And then down here on the end, these 2 larger ones actually are Roma tomatoes. And then I ended up with a couple of extra cucumbers last night, but instead of taking them back, I realized, oh, I can squeeze this guy in here. And this is an heirloom Boston pickling cucumber. And so that's the full-size tomato and 1 cucumber. And then over here, the same idea. I put the heirloom Boston pickling cucumber here, and it will grow up the trellis as well. Over here are all my cherry tomatoes. I love cherry tomatoes, they're just a favorite snack. And I've got 4 varieties, and the 3 of the first ones here are the sweet 100s. I got 3 of those. And then next up, we've got the Sun Sugar cherry tomatoes. That's what these 3 are here. And then next we have Sweetheart of the Patio, which are these 3 here. And finally, Bumblebee Sunrise is what these 3 are called. So looking forward to trying those as well. And that is the vegetable garden. So all these beds are filled with vegetables. What I decided, I can use those 2 long ones over there to do some cut flowers in. So I think that should look really nice. I'll try to get that done in the next week or so. Be sure to check back. I had a extra watermelon plant I ended up with, and he's actually going to go out over here. Had some wind damage with these grape trellises, so got to fix that right now. But out here, I'm going to put this last watermelon in the middle on the base of the grapevine, so he'll be able to stretch out and grow as big as he wants. and be able to keep the kiwi and the grapes company out here. So that is it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it and learned something. If there's something I'm doing wrong or could do better, please leave a comment and let me know. I am definitely still learning, and I do respond to all comments. If you haven't yet, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't yet, trying to make it to 500 subscribers. So if you know anybody who likes gardening, whether it's veggies or flowers and stuff, please share my channel and you know, help me grow the community. Having said all that, I need to go get started on some other stuff, and so I'm gonna wish you a very happy day, and then until the next video, happy gardening.